So how can we achieve a healthy living, balanced lifestyle? It all starts with the mindset. You see, our brains operate on a very logistic manner. Networks of interconnections in our brain derived from previous experiences in our childhood while we were growing up allow us to make decisions so quick that sometimes we don't even realize it. Those things that are buried deep in our subconscious are on autopilot mode all the time. But when there's an emotion attached to a decision that has to be made, people take twice as long to make that decision because there is some type of emotion holding that autopilot in easier terms. So a lot of people sometimes have an initial reaction, an initial emotion that makes them want to go to the gym, that makes them start working out. Maybe it's they want to fit in and they're tired of it, of not fitting in. Maybe it's a breakup in a relationship and that's their escape. Or maybe it could be an illness, or a doctor might have told them that they need to start working out. But none of that will continue or last as long as you're on a logistic way of going about it. There needs to be an emotion attached to that, not just in the short term, but in the long term. And I'm going to show you how to get to that, okay? Let's now think about giving that emotion a certain time frame. Think about if a person goes to the doctor's office and they said, hey, you need to start doing this type of exercises or eating a lot better, because if not, it's going to catch up to you and you're not going to be able to do certain things later on in life. You're like, oh yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll start doing it. You do it for like 3 weeks and then you hop off because you don't feel that it's going to catch up to you. That shit will catch up to you. So what if that doctor told you, hey, you need to start exercising and living a healthier lifestyle, because if not, in 3 months, you're not going to be able to have the mobility to play with your kids. And all of a sudden that hits you right here in the heart. And you're like, I don't want that. I want to play with my kids for as long as I want, right? This is just an example. Now that emotion, every time you think about slacking off, that emotion right there of you not being able to play with your kids is going to motivate you to be like, no, I have to do this. I have to go in and create a healthy living lifestyle for myself, because I don't want to end up how I think I might end up if I keep living how I'm living now. Okay? So how do we get to get this emotion to give us results for the long term, for the remainder of our life? And this is an exercise that I learned from Dean Graziosi in one of his videos. And it's asking yourself 7 times, why is that emotion so important to you? It sounds very easy, but it was probably one of the most life-changing things I've ever experienced. The exercise goes like this. You ask yourself, well, why is it so important that I stay fit? And you might say, well, I am tired of not fitting in and I want to look good and feel good. Okay, then you ask yourself, the second level is, why is looking good and feeling good and fitting in so important to you? And then you come up with another answer. And then that answer, you ask yourself again, why is that important to you? And you keep asking yourself, why is it so important to every single answer to one of your questions? By the time you get to the 5th level, you're going to have to take some time to really dig deep why and be honest with yourself. Why is that so important to you? It took me a couple days to realize. I slept on it and I really, really thought about it for a couple days. And in the long-term scheme of things, I'm not going to go through all the levels with you, but the end is that I'm going to be honest with you here, because this is an exercise that really works, and I'm sharing it and sharing something personal because this might change your life too. And the end reason was that I did not want my parents to ever feel like I failed, because they worked so hard. They did so much to be able to bring us here to the United States. They gave up so many things. And I would feel like if I didn't carry out the best of myself, I let them down. And to me, that will break me. So every single time that I am so disciplined, that I have my routines, that I go to exercise, it's because I want to better myself. That's in the top. That's in the subconscious. The reminder that I want to be the best of myself. But the real true reason why I want to be the best of myself is because I want also my parents to feel proud and to be proud of the person that I became. So I guarantee you, if you attach such a strong emotion to a spark that you have in terms of exercising, in terms of achieving a healthy lifestyle, that will stick with you for the long run, in the long term, and you will carry out what you never want to feel. You will do the actions that you never want to feel. If you never want to feel like you never fit in ever again, you will do the actions taken to not ever feel that. I know I just repeated myself a bunch of times, but I'm just trying to make it's simple yet very complex, because our mind works in so many interesting different ways. So, long story short, or the conclusion of this speech, I guess, is that tying an emotion to our logistic lifestyle is going to make us think twice about doing that action. And so the next time you find yourself giving up on eating healthy, or giving up on exercising, or just creating an excuse, just know that's a good time to ask yourself, why am I giving up? Why am I creating an excuse to do this? Because it's taking me away from what I truly believe is so important to me. And not everybody's importance is like mine. You don't have to work out almost every day like I do. But if you work out 2 or 3 more times that you are now, could that get you to the result that you've been wanting, and that is so important to you? So take that into perspective, and I really hope that helps. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.